Right, so for my development studies students, we are going to be doing the theme 2 of development studies, that is national developmental plans. Basically, this just covers the plans concerning the development of the country of Namibia and the key areas, the goals, the objectives, and so on. And so we'll first look at Namibia Vision 2030, which is Namibia's long-term vision to reduce income, regional and gender inequalities and ensure sustainable development. You know why? Because we have a very noticeable and significant gap between the rich and the poor, and we have, of course, inequalities in terms of regional development, whereby there's a region that is much more developed than the other. You know, for instances, whereby let's say in the northern part of the country, we have much more development, much more ongoing development in, let's say, the central part of the country, that is the commerce region, and the northern areas, such as Oshana or Ohangwena. We have more development over there happening than perhaps, let's say, in the south, as far as I'm concerned. Of course, I'm speaking under correction, but that's just a scenario to show you that there is regional inequality in terms of development. Then we move on to gender inequality, which of course we all know. Uh, there is gender-based violence. There is, of course, this less feminine or female representation in the government, and of course, women are unallowed to own land and participate in uh, in political reforms and have a say on platforms regarding parliament, and so of course we want to reduce that inequality in Namibia, and that's why the Namibia Vision 2030 is aimed at achieving these different agendas. All right, so we have 5 key areas of Vision 2030. These are the key areas that Vision 2030 will focus on to ensure that Namibia has reduced income, regional, and gender inequalities, all right, and ensure that we have a sustainable development, which means that we not only develop the country, but also we pay mind and pay heed to the fact that we have future generations coming after us, and they will need the resources we currently use. That means we have to save up, or perhaps what I should say is we should sustainably use them, or use them in a responsible manner in order for future generations to benefit of these resources. And so we begin with education, science, and technology, tech for short. By 2030, all people should have access to quality education. That's the aim here. That by the year 2030, all Namibians within the country should have access to quality education, and also this will enhance productivity, because uh, if we have more educated people, more trained professional, then we will also enhance the productivity of our country, because now we won't need to import people from outside to come and work here, to work as let's say doctors or engineers or architects. We just make our own because we have trained people and we have given them quality education that gives them leverage to be able to hold uh, roles or positions in such of high caliber, right? Good. Then we have health and development. So there we have to ensure a healthy, food secure, and breastfeeding nation. Why? Because first of all, breastfeeding milk is much more healthier than the formula milk, and so to get to that part, we need healthy citizens. So of course, healthy women, healthy mothers, and so we need to have enough food, and we need to have healthy individuals. So not only enough food, but also proper healthcare services, so that these women who give birth and who breastfeed are healthy at all times, so that they will be able to give birth to healthy babies and also to breastfeed milk to their babies because, um, according to biology, uh, breastfeeding milk actually contains antibodies which will help this child fight diseases in its infant stage. All right, then we have sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture, uh, the aim here is to ensure agricultural or farming techniques that protect the environment. Now, I just noticed here that I did not put my my light on, and of course I need to do that because now, well, the flashlight is off. Well, so much I can do, but it's fun. I think the light is okay. That's the zoom part. Okay, the light is fine. Then we have no issues. I believe if I can see this, so can you. All right. Now, we move to peace and social justice. For all Namibians to make independent decisions regarding culture, politics, or the economy and enjoy a safe environment. So, the key area here of peace and social justice is to ensure that every Namibian has an independent decision to be made about, let's say, what political party they support. Let's say uh, you should not feel pressured to support SWAPO or to support NUDO or DTA, I think. Not DTA. To support SWAPO or LPM. I'm not really a politics guy, so I really wouldn't know these political parties. But what I do know is that Namibia aims to ensure there is social justice whereby Namibian has the right to vote, but also the right to choose who he or she votes for. Okay, so it should not be induced. It should not be um, under a negative sort of connotation, such as pressure or being forced to do it. It should be natural and it should be independent. Okay, that's why we have an independent judicial system. So judges are not coerced by government to make decisions on behalf of citizens because a judge will make a decision on behalf of citizens to punish uh, people who break the law. Right. And also to uphold justice. Yes. Now, the last one is gender equality. So, here, this is for Namibia to be a gender responsive nation and for Namibians not to be disadvantaged because of gender. Because, of course, this one we have women who are not holding high positions because they're female, are being denied so many things because they are female, are being denied ownership of land or a say in politics or be able to hold assets. Why? Because they are female. So Namibia aims to reduce this inequality. That's why it's gender equality. So we are getting to gender equality, but we are stuck in gender inequality. Perfect. That is my cue to end this video of Namibia Vision 2030, and I'll make another one which will look at NDP 5, which is the Namibia's National Developmental Plan. But the fifth one, there was NDP 3, there was NDP 1, NDP 3, this is NDP 5, but we'll get to that one.